Hi guys, I hope you all have had a great summer. We're getting into the last couple of weeks in August, and a lot of you have been requesting some sort of a goal or something to work towards now that the racing season is coming to a close. So for some of you, I know that you're going to be heading out of the country to do some races, but for the most part, we're all going to be here in the winter with the snow and the cold and all of that. So it's nice to have something to strive towards. So, what I am proposing is a 100-day challenge. Now, a few years back, we held one of these, and it was mostly it was a smaller, tight-knit group, and it was a huge success. There were people in the group that exceeded their expectations. It even started a fitness trend in some of the participants' lives that they still are continuing to this day. One being my favorite dad, and you all know how much I've talked about his success and everything he's done. So, and that was really what spurred it on. That was the beginning of it. So we're going to do another one. So 100 days is a commitment. It is something you got to think about. It's something that when you decide you're going to do it, you might regret it at times, and it might be a little bit of a pain in the butt at times. But it's also a great period of time to really choose to do something, stick with it, and then feel really good at the end of it because it's a longer period of time. The other thing is you'll see results after 100 days. So what is this challenge? Okay, so the challenge is for 100 days, every single day, without fail. I don't care if you've got a cold, because it's cold season coming up, doesn't matter. What I'm asking is that you take 10,000 steps every single day for 100 days consecutively. Okay, so how this is going to unravel is we're kind of going to go on the honor system here. Obviously, these videos are only going out to people that I love and trust, okay? So if you have a family member or a friend that wants to participate, that is totally cool, because chances are if they're a family member of yours or somebody that's a friend of you, then they're cool too. So if you want to pass this on and have other people participate in this, that's totally cool. But the way that it's going to be structured is this. You're going to have to purchase a pedometer so that you can keep track of those 10,000 steps. Okay, these range in price. Any pedometer will do, but just make sure that it's one that's not going to crap out on you so that you can actually, keep track. And I would recommend getting one that gives you 7 days of data. But if it's just one day, that's okay too. Just don't forget to check it, okay? Because if you forget and then you can't go back, then you miss out and then you're out, right? The other option is to get one of these little guys, a little Fitbit. It's Fitbit. You can buy them at fitbit.com, or I just found out that you can get them at Future Shop as well. It's $99 and it uses the same technology as the Wii Fit. Now, I know most of you clients out there already have these, but for those other people that aren't familiar, that's what this guy is. And it's super small and discreet. The new ones are even nicer than this one. This is the old one. And it tracks the steps quite accurately. It also gives you the mileage. So if you don't want to go by the steps, then you can go by the miles, and that would work out to 5 miles or 8 kilometers a day. The other option is, if you don't want to use one of these devices or a pedometer of your choice, you could use a Garmin or track it with your car, a route. The only thing with that is you're at a little disadvantage, or maybe an advantage, because you're not going to get credit for the steps that you take just throughout your regular day. You'd only get credit for the steps that you're taking in that exercise bout. So which brings me to my other point. I don't want this to be a replacement for your workout. This is in addition to. The only time that it won't be in addition to is if you're actually going for sprint intervals for your workout, or regular intervals, or if you're doing a run for your workout. That's totally different. But if you're just doing weights, I shouldn't say just, I mean, weights are awesome. But if you're doing weights, then you are going to have to make sure that you get in those extra steps in the day. And that's probably where it's going to be a little bit more effort, is on those days, because obviously you're not going to get the credit that you might get even though the workout's really hard. So I will tell you that this is something to think about, but if you're in, then you're in. So there's one other component to this, just so that I get real buy-in here. What we did last time is, for the 100 days, you also pay $100 to enter this challenge. Now, I don't want you to think that this is some easy way for Ange to, go on some fantastic holiday. No, what we'll do is you pay the $100 just to say, hey, I'm committed, I'm in, I'm willing to take this step. If you complete the 100 days and you without fail, you got 10,000 steps in every single day consecutively, then you get your $100 back. That's how it works. But if you don't, then the money goes into a pot, and the pool at the end gets divided amongst the people that did complete the 100-day challenge. So they get a little bit of a reward in the end. So I also want to say that there's no carrying over. So if you only do 8,000, you can't do 12,000 the next day. It's 10,000 every day consecutively. So there's no, make it up the next day. It's like, if you didn't do it, you didn't do it, you're out. Okay, so that's the challenge. If you're in, send me an email and I will add you to the list. I am going to do the 100-day challenge with you guys, and I know you're thinking, oh, Ange is the trainer. No, I drive a lot, I stand around a lot. So I will be participating in this, and there will be some days that it'll be a bit of an effort for me as well, but I'm up for it, and I'm there to be a part of it, and I'm really excited about it. So the dates that it's going to start, just so that you can mentally prepare, but also if you need to get your device and give you some time to shop around and so forth. And if you have any questions about which ones to buy, I don't know them all. There's so many out there, but I can give you my 2 cents worth for sure if you have some questions. But any pedometer will do. It really will. Just test it out maybe before the challenge starts so that you know that it's a good one. Otherwise, I highly recommend the Fitbit. This little device is pretty darn cool. Okay, so the challenge is going to run from September 2nd to December 10th. I may have to check my counting on those dates, but I think that's the date. So we're leading right into December. Certainly you can do those steps on the treadmill if you want. Those steps can happen at work. They can happen in your day-to-day life. They can happen at any time. It's just 10,000 steps every day for 100 days consecutively. That's it. That's the challenge. So if you're in, send me an email or give me the A-OK to put your name on the list next time I see you. And like I said, if you want to share this with a spouse or a friend or a colleague or somebody that you think that might really benefit from this, or somebody that might be a really nice support for you in this, please do send the invite. I'm sure that they are trustworthy. And then we'll also, once we get the group together, I'm going to set up some sort of a community page where we can all, touch base if you so choose to see, how are other people doing? Is this easy? Is this hard? That sort of thing, so that we have a little bit of a community going and a bit of a support network. Okay, so that's it, you guys, the 100-day challenge. So think about it and let me know if you're in. Okay, we'll talk to you all soon, and yeah, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.